What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Sad Boy Slaps. It's Captain Mingo here from the Jersey Devils, and today we actually have something very special for you. JT, you want to introduce yourself?
Howdy, everyone. It's your boy JT. Excuse the cat boy Marks. My cat kind of went ape. He kind of went Goku on me, Son Goku on me at 3 in the morning. So excuse me if I'm a little laggy. Your boy needs some sleep. So make sure you get some sleep and eat, because that is very important when doing. But today,
You already said your name and everything?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Today, we got the water breakdown. So first off, we're running about 11 water ore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Now, question: why do you run 10 water or 11 water aura instead versus 8 or 10?
Okay, so 8. So with water, especially when you're running a Loveland lockdown kind of a deal with this, you want your Chessy to have swinging power, and you always want to have aura every turn, in my opinion, because you want to get that flood right away, and you can get some gnarly combos out if you have like at least 8 aura out. But if you have 10 or 11, you can do some crazy stuff, in my opinion. Like I could bounce back my mana rate to my hand if I really want to and get that fleet out for free. Like if I have no more lightning in the bottles, there's ways for you to be able to come back if you play it right. But standard 2 bookmark and 2 floods. Like flood the earth, come on, let's be real. It's one of the most broken cards in the game.
Now, I noticed that you're one of the few people who actually runs Flood the Earth at 2.
Yeah.
Can you explain why you like it at 2 versus 1?
I've had way too many games where someone New Year's me and I lose my flood. And that's big if you only have 1 flood.
Okay.
In my opinion. And even if you have that extra flood in your hand, you can always use it for draw power, which is always like ideal in my opinion, because water is draw power. And I mean, everyone hates Flood the Earth, especially when you're going against it, and you're only, if you're running through some critters, you win the game. If they can't come back and you take out their board state, you can go, all right, that's cute, there goes your board state, kid. And if you want to be really cheeky, you can blow a kiss at your frog, and you can flood the earth with them. And then afterwards, you can still flood the earth later in the game because you blew a kiss at frog. But you can't do a normal flood and then try to blow a kiss at frog. That is considered an illegal play. So the idea is to try to get that's why frog's on the cover of the art, is to try to get that kiss out so you can do 2 floods and be cheeky instead of 1. And next up, I got 2 dampen. This meta is very, very spell based in my opinion.
Would you run this at 3 or
No.
do you like it at 2?
I like it at 2. When I run it at 3, I tend to notice that I have like 2 dampen in my hand, like at the beginning, and I'm like, dog, this would be better like mid game, in my opinion. But like, it could be a blessing in disguise too, because you never know when, if you're, say for example, lightning. This, as you can see, I freaking hate lightning. Some lightning players are spell base heavy. They think they're creative. They'll be like, all right, we'll put in witch's lightning or other crazy stuff. And I'm like, you know what, dog? No, you're not gonna get that free paralyze off. You stop being cheeky. You just wasted 3 aura. That's cute. And some of them depend on that spell going off for them combo to work. And like power red, gone. Like you could run
Void spell
instead, but I like dampen because dampen is universal. You can do any spell, not just neutral. And yeah, you could run it at 3, but I'd rather run a reflection instead. Just because imagine you can get that paralyzed off on quads. Like it's insane. Like I just want to kill quads, and and that's just what I've been working on like so much. You already know, New Year's in the beginning is next, because standard.
For people who don't know what that card does, do you want to explain what it does?
Basically, you and your target caster must place your entire chapters into your respective cemeteries. You and target caster must then bookmark 70 pages. So basically, why this is so good is, say for example, you only got 2 cards in your hand, and your opponent had a crazy turn where they draw 3, they do some weird stuff, and they absorb aura, their own. I'm just thinking of lightning because I freaking hate lightning. Like they just do some weird cheeky stuff, right? You go, oh, that's cute. I'm gonna New Year's you now. there goes all your stuff that you're trying to kill me off next turn. Also, why New Year's is good is it gets Cosmic. Cosmic has a search engine, and they have to reveal, hey, I got this monster. Say, for example, someone got the new Flatwoods in. That new Flatwoods is busted. You can go, all right, you have no more aura. Screw it, I'm just gonna New Year's you. There goes your boss monster. It's such a good card to get rid of your your opponent's hand and their boss monsters just for one. Like a one cost. It's like if you get a good New Year's in your game, you can win. You can't change my mind. They have 3 aura in their hand. They're screwed. Like how can you come back? And you're depending on that aura, and you have no aura. Like you can't. It's relatively impossible in my opinion. Just going negative in aura is not good, and that's why I also run extra aura. Because what if you get New Year's and you're only running 8, and you have 3 aura in your hand? You only have 5 aura for the rest of the game. You can only flood the earth one time. You can only do flying mana ray one time. You can do a crab and a mailman. That's something that's scary. But if I had 8 aura, I could do even crazier stuff. You know what I mean? It's more relatively common for me to have 8 aura mid game and like not go aura dry. Next, we got 5 lightning in a bottle. Max lightning, you already know, it's for that frog. I don't even think I really need to relatively explain lightning in a bottle, but in my opinion, it's just a staple in any water deck if you're running frog. Come on, like I awaken frog, I put that stuff to sleep. You can't do anything except cry, and they do. I feast on lightning's tears. Anyway, after that little mental breakdown, we have Smokey Spirits. I run it at 4 instead of 5. I think 5 is too slow, in my opinion, and you kind of break towards it. In my head, just having like a Smokey and like 2 lightning in my hand is ideal, because you could bait. Like say for example, they have anti-potion in your hand, and you're like, you know what? I want to keep this beastie alive, and I think they got anti-potion. You can get a little ballsy, and you can be like lightning on a bottle. What I've noticed is that it's kind of like muscle reaction for people who have anti-potion. They just do it right away.
Now, what about null spell?
No spell?
Yeah.
I just look at them and I go, all right, you don't got anti-potion in your hand if you're using no spell. Or if they are, then I know they're not running lightning in a bottle. And in my opinion, if lightning is not.
But no spell is a hard counter to this. How do I
deal with it?
Yeah. How do you deal with no spell?
Dampen it, or you could void spell it if you really get desperate with it. If you really want to get that play out, you can be like, screw you, I dampen, stop that. And if they no spell you again, then they just wasted 2 no spells on 1 turn. And who the hell is gonna run 5 no spells? I can see at most 4. If someone is like getting really screwed on in spells, I could see 5. But if you're running 5 no spells, and
I think no spells are 4.
4? Yeah. Perfect. That's even better. If you're running 4 no spells and you're running like 5 anti-potions, right? You're slowing your deck down so much, in my opinion, and that's huge. And I could play around that, to be honest. And if you really want to get dirty, you can put unlucky potions in, and you could get some disgusting plays. Next, we got Water Baby.
Now, why don't you explain why this card is so good? Because I see a lot of people look at this card and dismiss it.
All right. The first thing I noticed when I first played Water and I was running Treasure River, I didn't even run Water Babies and Crabs because I thought they were trash. And then I look at the beginning, I'm like, oh wow, Crab is one of the most OP defenders, and Water Baby is one of the best attackers. He's a 1-drop, y'all. If he dies and you're only controlling water pages, you get to bookmark. Alright? To me, that's huge. Early game, you get your Water Baby out, everyone's gonna go, alright, I'm just gonna kill Water Baby. And the odds of them having paralyzed in like turn 1 is so slim. So like he's like the best early game draw power in my opinion. And I usually like to use him as like a suicide bomber. Like, say for example, they have a crab on the board. You're going against water. You could be like, screw it, I'm gonna swing that crab. I roll for paralyzed. You paralyze crab on accident, right? That's huge. You just took away his ability to have all damage, and Water Baby doesn't die, and he doesn't kill Water Baby. So like, it's a hit or miss. You either A, get a free paralyze off, or B, you can get that draw. And you could do it at the beginning of your turn. You could be like, you know what, I need another card, don't play any aura. Swing Suicide Water Baby, and if you really want an OP combo, you can smash that goddamn like button and subscribe. Maybe I'll post a video of updated side deck because I hated my side deck. Like I know it could be better. Going into UFO blind was not good. I had fun. My mind got broken. That's okay. That's just the way it goes. And as you can see, I still hate lightning. Next up, some secret water sauce.
Do you want to read the full effect of that one? Because I know people have not seen that.
Mania. Alright. When I pulled up in Long Beach with this card, I got so much hate. People were like, that's a banned card, that's unreleased, you can't play it. And I was like, the judges checked it twice, and it's on Caster Society. It's a legal card, dog. And it's Wilderness. So what's so OP about Mania? Why I love Mania. 3 costs, right? Everyone looks at him, he's like, oh, he's just a flyer. If Water finally got his flyer. Hell no. If you summon Mania, I hate you. That is not the move, dog. His effect. You may use this effect if you only control water pages. At any time, even if it's not your turn, you may pay 1 water aura and place this page in your cemetery from your chapter. Return target beastie to his owner's chapter. Why this is OP? Why is this OP? Alright? Let me start off with the newest card that came out. Call of the Storm. Right? So for example, you got a Call of the Storm, they call your storm you turn 3, because I've seen it happen. It's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. You go, alright, that's cute. That's real cute. They go, I summon Quetz. Quetz is gonna swing at Frog. You go, Smokey Spirit. They go, alright, cool. Quetz is gonna swing. Nah, bro, I bumped that Quetz back to your hand. Why is that huge? They just wasted a Call of the Storm, and they used Call of the Storm as removal. So if you got that Smokey Spirits off, you just completely ignored their play. And then when you bump them back to their hand, it's going to go back to their hand anyway at the end of their turn, but they don't get that swing off, and it's huge. That's just an example of what you can use with them.
Call the Storm goes to the grave, I think.
At the grave? Or even better.
One stays on the field and then one goes to the grave. So
yeah, but if you bump that back to their hand, they have to pay.
Goes to the grave.
Yeah, they have to pay the aura, and to me that's huge. They're going negative when they should be going positive, and that's the idea of lightning is to go fast. Another cool combo why this card is in the main deck. Someone power reds. You bump that beastie back to their hand, they lose that power red. That is basically a 1-cost dampen for a power red. Yeah, you could use Void Spell. That's cool. But the mind games in this is pretty huge.
Oh yeah, but you can't dampen a monster.
You can't dampen this. You can't negate this. This is unnegatable. How do you could use the Void Potion, yeah, but that wouldn't it would change him to special, right?
So he would have saved him to neutral.
Yeah. But even then, why would they? Most people would run the Void Potion. Only like a few, because they were scared of Trench River Gassy. But this isn't Trench River Gassy, so I don't see someone running the Void Potion instead. Unless they're like, unless my Chessies are putting in work, I could see that. But I don't think people really run it too much. They really underestimate it. Next, I run 2 Mailman. The reason why I run 2 and not 3 is because I'm poor. I can't afford it. I'm sorry. I'm saving up, but it's okay. We live and we learn, and we appreciate what we have. You know what I mean? Why is Mailman so broken? He's unblockable. Alright, I screwed up at multiple tournaments and forgot that he's unblockable. Don't let anyone block against this man. I swear to God. It's game break. You could win the goddamn game, okay? But another little secret sauce, you run spirit potions and you can get that automatic confusion on. Yeah, it's freaking huge, right? Yo, it's disgusting. And they what do you call it? They anti-potion it, right? Cool. You still got your Smokies and you still got your lightning, dog. Everything gonna be alright. You get that kill off, man. And if not, they're permanently confused. Confusion doesn't go away until it hits itself. That's a Quetz. I know I go to Quetz all the dang time. It's because that's what's been killing me is goddamn Quetz. Get that Quetz off, man. It's huge. 4 quests, man. It's huge. Huge. It's 2 costs. That's a, what, 4 costs? It's huge if you get that off. But the thing about Quest that is annoying is it does have first strike. That is disgusting. Which is why we run Frog. Oh yeah, you know dang well we're running 2 of those frogs. Max frog. I don't care what anyone says to you, man. They go, frog is easy, da-da-da-da. Hell no. Everyone swings on frog. It is like so hard to keep your frog alive sometimes because everyone is terrified of him, and it's good that they're terrified of him because he's such a good card. And one of my favorite things to do with frog is don't ever summon him by himself. Everyone knows you have a Smokey Spirits in your hand, dog. Like, come on. That's like 2 metas ago. It's okay. It's okay. Just defend with your heart. I usually like to use Flying Mana and make them fly. If I get Lightning, that's not real good. But against other decks, they're like, how the hell do I get rid of that? First anniversary, right? Damn. Stop that. Don't touch my frog. Get away from him. Get away from my son. Don't talk to him. You save your Smokies when you need that card in your board state and you need a swing, dog. It is so important. Like, I'd rather have, like, if these go off, just 2 of them each, it's so nice, in my opinion. Like, you get that off. And the reason why I like frog is because you can use crab. So yeah, I run 3 crab because Hateful Demise one-shots him, and he's considered to be a really, really good defender. And I have multiple beasties that have multiple traits, as you can see so far, just from these 2. And Hateful Demise can kill frog. And that's why I like to run it at 3 crab. I used to run it at 2, but I felt like I needed more defense. But now I gotta focus more on offense.
Why don't you explain to if someone's just getting into the game why crab is so good? I know that people already know what it does, but just for people who don't know what it does.
So first off, a man's got Stone Skin. Alright? Which means no spells outside of combat. Actually, screw that. Any damage out of combat, let me correct myself, is 0. Nothing can do damage to him if he has a Stone Skin on, if it's outside of combat. And he gets regen. Alright? The reason why crab's so broken, right? You need to do 110 damage just to kill him and one-shot him. And if you don't, he regens. And the reason why it's 110 is because of his ability. Alright? Arena ability. Reduce combat damage to the page taken by half, rounded down after modifiers. This page cannot be placed into your chapter by opposing pages. Everyone forgets about this page cannot be placed into your chapter by opposing pages. So Gumbaroo should not be able to bounce back up your crab. I know, I just figured this out. I know, you need to read your cards. It's so important. Even I'm learning about my deck still, and it's insane. Like, I thought I knew everything. And it's okay. It's a learning game. Like, you get better, you live and you learn, everybody. Crab paralyzes. It does 40 damage. It's huge. And if he kills the beastie, man, he gets the bookmark on. Alright? So you suicide bomb with your water babies, and then you just finish the job out with crab. Or if you want to be a menace to society, you get that paralyzed off crab, awaken crab again, and finish the job. But you want to do your chip damage with water babies and like Mailman and stuff, and then just finish the job with crab. You want to finish the job with crab so you get your draw power. And that's where I get like most of my draw power from in this deck, is crab killing stuff, to be honest. Because it's such a nuisance to deal with. Every single time I play crab against a lightning player, they always go, crap, what do I do? How do I one-shot? They'll have like a 5 ding bell, right? Think, oh, I can kill him. And they'll be like, that's crazy. I'm gonna swing with him at water baby, and then I get that paralyze off, and he doesn't swing back, and he doesn't make tokens, and then I just finish him off with crab. It's so satisfying. You also want to run radio as one of your 4th wall items, so you can slow down Alabama Man. It's base, screw Alabama Man. We ain't about that Alabama stuff around here. And crab is just so broken. Like, I preferably like to keep him awakened and have him defend frog, because he's such a nuisance. And you have a Smokey Spirit in there, they swing at frog, it's crazy. I Smokey Spirit, they go anti-potion. That's crazy. Then I'll defend with crab, and then they go, damn it. Because no one. Do you like going against crab, Domingo?
No, I hate crab.
No one likes crab. Well, I do. And then for your swinging, you want Chessy. I run 3. I feel like 3 is a very, very solid number. I feel like 4 is overdoing it because you want to make sure your deck's ratio pretty well. You want to make sure it flows like water.
And what does Chessy do?
So when you summon Chessy, you get to draw a card first off. And then the most OP thing about Chessy is every single water page that's in the arena, he gets a +10. So if you're going into a water matchup, they control water pages. Chessy would also get a huge buff, which is insane. And you could seal a deal with this with Chessy if you have a board state, especially when the next card is octopus. So you get octopus out and uses his contract effect where you make 8 water tokens. You could be disgusting with that. Chessy's swinging for at least above 100 because you have to have 5 aura and then 8 tokens, so 130 right there with Chessy. You're swinging for at least 140 if you get this play out. At least 140, which is cool. And I actually don't really like to swing with my tokens. I like to defend with them because if you declare multiple defenders and then declare someone as your primary defender, they have to distribute the damage, and the math gets crazy, in my opinion, and people get mad, which is great. We want that. We want them to. You wanna make your opponent mad because that throws them off their game. Next off, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, Flying Manta Ray. The reason why Manta Ray is so OP, alright? He gives other beasties flying. And there's only 2 cards in my deck that are flying. And the number 1 thing that kills my deck is literally Quetzalcoatlus. God dang Quetzalcoatlus. I hate it. You know what you do with this bad boy? You bring him in, you make a Mailman flying. Mailman's swinging for 75 now. You bring this bad boy in, you make Crab flying. Crab is now a menace to society, and he's flying and he's swinging for 80. It's disgusting. You can swing at Quest and then do this disgusting deal. And then you can pop him out with Mania and bring him back out and kill Quest after Crab does the deal. Mania just unlocks so many combos in my opinion. It's like a staple now in my opinion. Like if you have Mania, you could just do anything like bumping wise. You can unlock a new play, you can come back, you can get that struggle of power real easily. And he ignores first strike. Alright, what the hell? He ignores first strike. It's just made for Quest. Thank you, Kelsey, for making at least the one water card that can actually say, hey Quest, I hate you. Thank you. Even though you make Quest, it's okay. You have a special place in my heart, especially after making this frog right here. Beautiful. And thank you, Lily. Thank you. Anyways, the last 2 cards in the deck. First anniversary celebration.
Now, how do you like first FAC in the main deck? Does it like disrupt any of your other cards, or you safely play that?
Alright. I think, alright. Say for example, you have a crab out. This is just an example. And they have hornets, right? Right? And you're like, dang, I got 3 lightning out of bottles, they got 3 hornets out, there's 6 tokens, you can go, alright, it's crazy. First anniversary celebration, I'm gonna pop a hornet, and then you kill the hornets off, and then you kill the tokens off, right? That's huge, in my opinion, because Crab is not broken for his traits, he's broken for his ability. And if you get him to kill all those tokens, those annoying nuisances, those hornets, you get to draw basically all those cards. And you can use FAC to also use it as chip damage, so your Crab can get in there and just seal the deal. And the idea of it is you don't want to play FAC if you're going to play Mailman, because you want to get Mailman out first and get his fleet ability, and then play FAC. That way he can get a free swing up. And to me that's huge. And what I also like to do is something cheeky. Is I usually like to play another spell after I play FAC. That way they forget about FAC. and that makes them misplay. They'll be like, I bring out Alabama man, and I'm like, he's not awakened. And they're like, well, ding bell's out, radio, and I'm like, sir, FAC, and they go, dang, forgot about that. You should have that put out. And I was like, no, it doesn't say in the rule book that I have to have the FAC in the middle of the field. That stuff goes to the cemetery. And what did you know? I used lightning up on a Smokey Spirit. That's tough, kid. Art of deception, man. You do something cheeky. They're playing lightning. They already are cheeky. You need every advantage. You need to kill lightning. Alright? That is the goal. And in my opinion, I have done a lot better against my lightning matchup. I just need to update my side deck to the point where I can come in and win that second game. Because I can win that first game, no problem. But that second game is a nuisance. It's... Ooh. Yeah, I just need to get better at side decking, to be honest.
And as always, guys, if you like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Drewbies.
Happy birthday, Drew!
Yeah, happy birthday, Drew.
It's our boy Drew's birthday.
If you guys are in the Corona, California area, I highly recommend checking it out. You can also pick up these bad boys here, their status dice from there, and I will also be doing a giveaway for a bunch of these and 2 Roperites full hollow caster cup.
Yeah, our teammate Nick made these, and the cool thing about these is that if you leave them, like seriously, you just leave them in your window and let the sunlight absorb it, these could possibly glow in the dark. And we are planning to make updates and making our own custom dice for custom beasties, so everyone can have their own custom status effect dice, because why not?
So yeah, if you guys want to get your hands on some dice, I'll link Drewbies down below, and then you could hit him up on Instagram to go about getting some. And if you guys also like Metazoo content, don't forget to check out Shiny Ho Ho TCG. I'll link him down. He's another Jersey Devils member. He makes a lot of good Metazoo content, and he's starting to expand on other card games also. And as always, guys, peace.